Yeah, I've been shooting dope for a long time, so my veins don't work all that well.
I don't plan on doing this the rest of my life, but, chances are I might, I haven't had the best of luck at not doing it so far, but I have my moments. I'm good.
Hi, so what is your name?
My name's John.
And how old are you, John?
I'm 52 years old.
And are you currently homeless?
Yes.
And you're out on Skid Row, correct?
Correct.
How was your childhood?
I come from a broken family. My parents divorced young. So lived with my mom for a while, and then I ended up living with my dad basically from 10 years till 17 or whatever, whenever I left home.
And how was that? Any hardships or any abuse?
Well, no abuse. My dad's a good man. He's a hell of a man, actually. He did the best he could for us. He's successful now, but at the time, he struggled, but we got by. He was a good father. Worked a lot, so I spent a lot of time alone, but that's not his fault. I don't blame, my parents for anything.
And did you graduate high school?
Yes, I did.
And what happened after high school? Where did you go?
I ended up coming out here.
And how did you come out here? Were you on drugs, or did you just...
No, at the time, I've always done drugs. Well, I've done drugs since I was probably like 12 years old. At that time, when I first came out here, I basically just smoked marijuana and, did cocaine here and there and drank a lot. I was an alcoholic for a lot of years. I don't drink anymore, but because it becomes a choice, one or the other. Yeah, I came out here. I did well, I got a good job. I'm still a union member, I guess. Local 44 IATSE. I worked in the movie industry for 32 years.
And how did you get introduced to drugs?
Just friends, and then my family is pretty. At least my dad's side of the family is pretty eaten up with drug abuse and alcoholism.
Do you think that you have an addictive personality?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
And what were the first drugs you were introduced to other than marijuana?
Cocaine, pills, speed, that type of stuff, Quaaludes.
And what were you drawn to?
Well, marijuana, was my first love, I guess you would say. I was a daily smoker for 30-something years, I don't smoke anymore, but, not that I don't, but I just, like I said, it's a choice, and now I have to have heroin to function.
How did you get introduced to heroin?
A friend, roommate.
Do you think that you fell in love with heroin as soon as you did it?
Yeah, absolutely.
How was your first high?
Well, just like pretty much anybody else's, got physically sick, nauseous, but the euphoria was incredible, like no other drug I'd ever done.
Have you ever been clean?
Have I ever been clean? Yeah, I've had, a lot of bouts of of sobriety, I guess you would say. I've gone to rehab. I was clean for about a year. Actually, I just got back on heroin again because I lost my medication, or didn't lose it. My car got stolen and all my medication was in it. I take Suboxone, which is similar to methadone or something like that. It's just a replacement drug, replacement therapy or whatever. It's just a safer alternative, I guess. I pick it up at the pharmacy, and and I don't have to troll the streets,
And how did you sign up for that?
My doctor. Yeah, really great organization right here in the neighborhood. I got introduced through the Needle Exchange, and they're super awesome people. It's Christian-based a group, you know. But my doctor's the best, you know.
Do you have any kids?
Yeah, I have two.
And
Had 2 kids, and was married for I don't know, 12 years maybe, something like that. And then after we split up, ended up moving in with this guy, and lo and behold, you know, I started recognizing the signs that he was using, you know, and I can't be in a house like that and not use, you know. So, and then I just haven't been able to shake it since. But you know, he was one of my good friends. Well, his wife or his partner or whatever was my wife's best friend, and our kids played together. But he's passed away now, and yeah, I've lost a lot of people, a lot of friends to drugs.
do you still speak with your kids?
Absolutely.
And do they know that you're homeless?
Probably. You know, I don't make a you know, point of letting them know that, but they're not stupid, you know.
And do you still talk to your mother and father?
Yeah. I talk to my dad way more than my mom, but I still talk to both of my parents, yeah. I'm just not as close as my mother was at, my father.
And do they know that you're homeless as well?
Yeah, my dad definitely knows I'm homeless, yeah.
And if any of these people that are in the younger generations, they're thinking about doing this, what would you say to them?
And don't ever try heroin. I mean, you know, I don't have a problem with marijuana, you know. In my opinion, it's way better than alcohol, you know. You'd be better off to do that than alcohol, but yeah, because you know, when I first tried it, I'm like, oh, you know, I'm not gonna get hooked, you know. That's not gonna be me. I'm not gonna be strung out, but it's impossible. And it's the hardest drug to stay off of. Even when I was clean for a year, I still woke up every day, you know, wanting to use, you know. It's like it never goes away, because it makes me feel good, you know. Makes the pain go away, you know. Makes just makes everything okay.
And if anybody that recognizes you watches this video, what would you say to them?
Absolute embarrassment, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what I would say. Hopefully nobody I know ever sees this.
Thank you so much for talking to me today.
Yeah, no problem.